Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. The world isn't slowing down for you. It's not waiting for you to get comfortable, to feel ready, or to find the right moment. The right moment is now. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's effort, it's discipline, it's the ability to get up and do the work even when you don't feel like it. You weren't put on this earth to just exist, to just get by, to move through life like a shadow. You have something inside of you, potential, ambition, fire. But fire dies without fuel. And what fuels your fire? Action, movement, pushing forward when everything inside you wants to stop. Think about where you want to be. Picture it clearly. The life you dream of isn't a fantasy, it's a possibility. But possibility means nothing without action. Every day you delay, every excuse you make, every time you choose comfort over progress, you push that life further away. There will always be reasons to stop, to slow down, to take it easy. But those who achieve, those who build something real, those who make history, they ignore the voice that says not today. They show up, they grind, they push past exhaustion, past doubt, past every reason that says they should quit. What separates winners from the rest isn't that they never feel tired, it's that they don't let it stop them. It's that they refuse to be lazy when their future is on the line. You can't afford to be lazy now, not when the world is moving, not when time is ticking, not when there's work to be done. People love to believe that success is about talent, that some people are just born with something special, some gift that makes them different. But that's not the truth. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, it's effort. It's discipline. It's the ability to do what needs to be done even when they don't feel like it. Look around, the most successful people in the world weren't always the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted. They were simply the ones who refused to stop. They were the ones who woke up early, stayed late, and worked when others were resting. They knew that talent might give you a head start, but discipline is what gets you to the finish line. Hard work beats talent every single time when talent refuses to work. You could be the most intelligent person in the room, but if you don't put in the effort, someone else, someone less talented but more determined, will pass you by. They will take the opportunities you ignored. They will win the battles you weren't willing to fight. They will live the life you only dreamed of. There is no shortcut, no easy way, no magical ability that guarantees success. It's built in the moments of struggle, in the hours of dedication, in the times you want to quit but don't. Every time you push forward, every time you refuse to give in to laziness, you are building something greater than talent alone ever could. You can't afford to wait for motivation, for inspiration, for the right moment. That moment is now. The choice is simple: either put in the effort or watch as someone else does. You don't need more talent, you need more action. You were not put on this earth to simply exist, to wake up, go through the motions and repeat the same cycle day after day. Life is not about survival, it's about growth, purpose, and becoming more than you were yesterday. There is something inside of you, potential, ambition, a fire that refuses to be ignored, but fire dies without fuel. And the only thing that fuels your fire is action. Every single person has a choice. You can settle for a life of mediocrity, blending into the background, doing only what is necessary to get by, or you can rise above, demand more from yourself, and chase the greatness that is waiting for you. The only difference between those who achieve something meaningful and those who don't is the decision to stop being passive. The truth is, you don't get to complain about the life you're not willing to work for. You don't get to wish for success while choosing laziness over effort. You don't get to dream of a better future if you refuse to take action in the present. You either move forward or you stay exactly where you are. Some people waste their lives waiting for a sign, for the perfect opportunity, for someone to tell them it's time. But no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you want. If you don't take control, if you don't push yourself, if you don't demand more, then you will live and die in the same place, never knowing what could have been. There is more inside you, more strength, more intelligence, more power than you realize, but none of it matters if you let laziness win. You have to wake up every day and remind yourself that you are capable of more, that you are meant for more. And the only way to prove it is by doing the work. Success isn't built on wishes, hopes, or dreams, it's built on action. You can have the biggest goals, the grandest visions, and the best ideas, but without action they mean nothing. People waste years waiting for the right moment, thinking about what they want, planning for a future that never arrives. The truth is, the only way to get where you want to go is to start moving now. Motion creates momentum. The smallest step forward is worth more than the biggest plan that never gets executed. You don't need everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. The first action leads to the next, and before you know it, you're miles ahead of where you started. But if you sit still, waiting for motivation to strike, waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll stay exactly where you are, stuck, watching others pass you by. Every successful person you admire got there because they took action. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They didn't let fear, doubt, or laziness control them. They made a decision to move, to push through the discomfort, to keep going even when they didn't feel like it. That is the difference. That is what separates those who achieve from those who only dream. Laziness is easy. Procrastination is tempting, but neither of those things will take you anywhere worth going. The only thing that guarantees progress is effort. The only thing that fuels success is movement. You can think, plan, and dream all you want, but if you refuse to take action, nothing changes. Right now, in this very moment, you have a choice. You can sit back, make excuses, and let another day slip away, or you can stand up, take control, and do what needs to be done. The power is in your hands, and the time is now. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. They disguise themselves as logic, as reasons, as justifications for inaction, but in reality, they are nothing more than chains keeping you trapped in the same place. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," "I'm too tired," or "I'm not ready," you push your goals further away. You delay your success. You make it that much harder to reach the life you want. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It whispers to you, telling you that it's okay to rest, that you deserve a break, that there's always more time. But time is the one thing you don't get back. The days you waste today are days you will regret tomorrow. The opportunities you ignore don't come back around. And while you're waiting for the perfect time, someone else is out there, putting in the work, getting ahead, and taking the very things you say you want. The truth is, you will never feel completely ready. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and reasons to wait. But the people who succeed are the ones who move forward anyway. They don't let excuses win. They don't let doubt hold them back. They understand that the only way to make progress is to take action, no matter how they feel. Laziness is a choice, just like effort is a choice. And every single day you have to decide which one you will embrace. Will you choose the easy road, the one filled with distractions, delays, and wasted time? Or will you choose the hard road, the one that requires discipline, consistency, and commitment? The road that leads to everything you've ever wanted. You don't have unlimited time. You don't have the luxury of waiting. Either you push forward or you stay stuck where you are. Excuses will always be there, ready to hold you back, but so is the opportunity to break free. And that opportunity starts the moment you decide that laziness is no longer an option. There will be days when you feel exhausted, days when your body is tired, your mind is drained, and everything in you screams for rest. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you question if it's all worth it, moments when giving up feels like the easiest option. And this is exactly where the difference is made between those who succeed and those who don't. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who never feel tired. They are not the ones who never struggle with doubt. They are simply the ones who refuse to let those feelings stop them. They push through the exhaustion, they fight through the doubt. They understand that progress doesn't care how they feel. What matters is what they do. If success was easy, everyone would have it. If chasing dreams was simple, no one would settle for a mediocre life. But the reality is, most people quit when things get hard. They let fatigue convince them to take a break, and that break turns into a habit. They let doubt tell them they aren't good enough, and that lie becomes their reality. But the ones who win, the ones who build something meaningful, are the ones who push forward anyway. You can't let emotions control your actions. You can't wait until you feel motivated, because motivation fades. It's discipline that carries you through. The willingness to keep moving when everything inside you wants to stop. The ability to silence the excuses, to ignore the discomfort, to keep showing up when most people would quit. That's what separates the successful from the forgotten. So when you feel like stopping, when you feel like resting, when you feel like giving in, remember this: someone else out there is pushing through. Someone else is working harder. Someone else is doing what you are unwilling to do. And in the end, it won't be the most talented who succeed. It will be the ones who refuse to be stopped. Laziness is the silent killer of potential. It doesn't come in loud. It doesn't announce itself. It creeps in quietly, disguised as comfort, disguised as harmless rest, disguised as just 5 more minutes. It whispers that there's always tomorrow, that it's okay to slow down, that skipping one day won't make a difference, but one day turns into two, two turns into a week, and before you know it, you've lost momentum, lost drive, lost the very thing that could have changed your life. The truth is, laziness doesn't just steal your time, it steals your future. Every time you choose to stay in bed instead of getting up, every time you delay your work, every time you let yourself off the hook, you are handing your dreams over to someone else. Because while you are resting, someone else is grinding. While you are making excuses, someone else is taking action. And in the end, it is not the person who had the most potential who wins. It is the one who refused to be lazy. Discipline is the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. Not motivation, not talent, not luck. Discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. The ability to push yourself when no one is watching, when no one is forcing you, when there's no immediate reward. This is where champions are made. This is where success is built, not in grand moments of inspiration, but in the small, quiet choices you make every single day. You cannot afford to be lazy now, not when the clock is ticking, not when there is work to be done, not when the life you want is within reach, but only if you are willing to chase it. You either rise or you stay behind. You either push forward or you let the weight of laziness pull you down. The choice is yours, and it always has been. Time is the one thing you will never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever. You can lose money and make it again. You can lose opportunities and find new ones, but time, once it's gone, it's gone. And the way you use your time will determine the kind of life you live. There are two types of people in this world. The ones who treat time like it's infinite, wasting day after day, thinking they'll always have more. And the ones who understand its value, who treat every hour like it matters, who refuse to let it slip through their fingers. The difference between these two people is the difference between success and regret. Laziness is a thief. It steals your hours, your days, your years, leaving you with nothing but what ifs and I should have. It convinces you that you have time, that you can start tomorrow, that delaying doesn't matter. But look around, how many people are living with regrets, wishing they had started sooner, wishing they had used their time differently? Do you want to be one of them? Or do you want to be the person who looks back and knows they gave everything they had? The harsh truth is, time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't slow down when you waste it. You can either use it wisely or watch as it slips away, taking your dreams with it. There is no later. There is no someday. There is only right now. Right now is your chance to build something, to grow, to move closer to the life you want. Right now is your chance to separate yourself from the millions of people who let laziness control them. You don't have unlimited chances. You don't have forever. The time is now, and what you do with it will define everything. There is no perfect moment, no magical day when everything lines up, when you feel completely ready, when the path is clear and effortless. Waiting for that moment is just another form of procrastination, another way of avoiding the work that needs to be done. The truth is, the only time you have is now. The only moment that matters is this one. Every second you hesitate, every day you postpone, someone else is moving forward. Someone else is taking action, grinding, pushing, refusing to wait. And while you stand still, they are passing you by, taking the opportunities you could have had, living the life you could have built. The only difference between them and you is that they chose to move, while you chose to wait. You say you want success, you say you want change, you say you want a better life, but wanting isn't enough. Thinking about it isn't enough. Even planning isn't enough. At some point, you have to step up and take control. You have to decide that waiting is no longer an option, that laziness is no longer an excuse, that your future starts with what you do today, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Nothing changes if you don't change. No goal is achieved without effort. No dream becomes reality without sacrifice. You can sit around wishing for more, or you can stand up and make it happen. You already know what needs to be done. You already have everything you need inside you. The only question left is, will you start now, or will you watch as your time, your potential, and your dreams slip away? The clock is ticking, the choice is yours, and there is no time to be lazy. In the end, it all comes down to one simple truth. Your time here is limited. Each day you waste, each moment you delay is one less opportunity to make your dreams a reality. The world doesn't owe you anything. It won't slow down. It won't wait for you to feel ready, and it certainly won't give you a second chance to live the life you were meant to live. If you don't take action now, if you don't push yourself beyond the comfort of laziness, you will find yourself stuck in a life you never wanted, wondering why you didn't do more when you had the chance. The success you seek, the goals you want to achieve, and the person you wish to become, they're all waiting for you. but they won't wait forever. Every great accomplishment, every story of triumph is born from moments of struggle and sacrifice. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, it's about making the moment perfect by showing up, doing the work, and refusing to let laziness rob you of your potential. This is your time. Right now, the only moment that matters is the one you're in. You can either take charge and make it count, or you can continue to let excuses steal the future you deserve. The path to greatness isn't easy, but it's simple. Move forward, put in the work, and refuse to be stopped. It's not about waiting for motivation to come to you. It's about building the momentum through action. So ask yourself, what will you do with the time you have left? Will you waste it, or will you rise up and make every moment count? The choice is yours. But know this, if you want to achieve anything in life, you can't afford to be lazy now. There's too much at stake, and your future depends on what you do today. Don't let another moment pass you by. As you sit here today, think about how precious this moment really is. Time doesn't wait for anyone, and every second that ticks away is a second you'll never get back. No matter how much you wish you could rewind, no matter how much you wish you could start over, once time is gone, it's gone. What that means is this: the future you want, the success you desire, the person you want to become, they aren't just waiting for you to show up someday. They are waiting for you to take action right now. If you continue to put things off, if you continue to tell yourself that you'll start tomorrow, that you'll work harder when things get easier, or that you'll be ready eventually, you'll wake up one day and find yourself in the same place with the same excuses, and nothing will have changed. The harsh reality is that every time you delay, every time you say not today, your dreams move further out of reach. The world won't wait for you to be ready. It will move forward with or without you. But here's the empowering truth: you have everything you need to change your life. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the willingness to take action, to get uncomfortable, to break free from the grip of laziness that has kept you stuck. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating that moment with every choice you make. Every decision to push past your doubts, every decision to get up when you're tired, every decision to work when you'd rather rest. That's what moves you closer to the life you want. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem to have everything you want. They didn't get there because they were born into the right circumstances or because they were lucky. They got there because they worked harder when others rested. They pushed through the struggles when others gave up. They took the difficult path when everyone else took the easy one. And most importantly, they refused to let laziness take control of their journey. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need everything figured out. The only thing that matters is that you start now. You begin where you are with what you have, and you keep moving forward one step at a time. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where growth happens. That's where you become stronger, sharper, and more capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. But here's the catch. If you wait too long, you won't just lose time, you'll lose opportunities. Opportunities that could have changed everything for you. Every day you wait, someone else is taking advantage of the moment. Someone else is stepping up, is making the sacrifices, is pushing through the difficult days, and they're getting closer to the success you say you want. So I ask you now, what is your excuse going to be? What reason are you going to hold on to that's more important than the life you want? Because it's not about being perfect, it's not about getting it all right. It's about showing up every single day and doing the work. It's about being relentless, not in the big moments, but in the small ones, the ones that add up, the ones that accumulate over time and eventually lead to massive success. If you want something different, if you want something more, you can't afford to be lazy now. Time is moving and it's never going to stop for you. You either move with it or you'll find yourself left behind. You either choose to act now to invest in your future, or you'll find that the life you wanted was just a dream that slipped away because you waited too long. The choice is yours. The power is in your hands. But you can't wait any longer. There's no perfect time, no better moment than right now. So get up, get to work to make the most of every single moment you have, because in the end, what you do today determines the future you'll live tomorrow. Don't let laziness steal that future from you.